up, guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be doing the match preview for Bayern Munich versus Barcelona in the Champions League. The Champions League is back, and of course, Barcelona's biggest test of the season is now upon us. Bayern Munich, of course, has absolutely destroyed us over the past few years when our squad is better than ever before, and hopefully Barcelona can try and get some revenge. Before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button down below. Let's try to get to 200 likes in this video. Be very much appreciated. Also, if you're new, make sure you subscribe down below if you haven't already, and let's get into it. Kickoff time for this match will be taking place at 9 p.m. local time, so regular kickoff time in the Champions League, and this match will be taking place at the Allianz Arena, and the referee for this match has also been confirmed, and it is the experienced Dutch referee Danny Makely. Let's start off by taking a look at the Champions League group table standing. Barcelona currently sat top of the group on 3 points. After playing one match, we have one win. Bayern Munich also one match, 3 points, and Inter Milan and Victoria Pleasant both on 0 points. Again, Barcelona are in first due to goal difference with a +4 goal difference against Victoria Pleasant. Bayern Munich only had a +2 against Inter. Again, still early days to see where Barcelona end up in the table, but again, the most important thing is to take each game by game and go out there and put in a strong performance. I think with us playing Bayern Munich away from home first, it does give us the advantage, but again, our doubleheader will be against Inter Milan, which will be difficult because Bayern Munich's doubleheader is against Victoria Pleasant. That for them will be easy 3 points. So for us, I think right now the important thing in this match, go out there, get a win. Worst case scenario, a draw. Then you have to go and get 6 points against Inter Milan because you know for a fact that Bayern Munich will get those 6 points against Victoria Pleasant. Again, the main goal for Barcelona is just to qualify for the next round. Again, first or second doesn't really matter. Of course, first is the priority because if we get second, we could get PSG, Man City, whoever it may be in the round 16. And of course, Barcelona's goal is to get to the quarterfinals of the Champions League this season for the extra revenue. Again, we would love to win it, go to semifinals, final, whatever it may be, but the absolute bare minimum for Barcelona is the quarterfinals. So again, this match will be very, very key, and in my opinion, could determine Barcelona's standing in the final group stages. Let's now take a look at our opponents in Bayern Munich. Of course, one of the most historic teams in the history of the beautiful game, and one of the best teams in the world at the current moment. The last time we faced them, of course, was last season in the Champions League group stages, where we did lose 3-0 away at the Allianz Arena. But like, just look at that lineup. I mean, I'm getting terrible flashbacks. Freaking Gavi at left wing. Gavi at left wing. That's all you need to see. Lenglet left center back. You know, out of form Ter Stegen. Let's move on. I'm sick and tired of this. Now, Bayern Munich this season have been a bit ropey in the Bundesliga, where of course they've won the last 10 league titles. They're currently sat in 3rd place on 12 points. After 6 matches, they have 3 wins and 3 draws. They're currently 2 points off the top of the table. Again, still very tight, very similar to La Liga with Barcelona. We're currently 1 point off the top of the table. They're only 2, so again, still early in the season, but again, 3 draws in their first 6 games is not that great for Bayern Munich on paper. Now, if you take a look at the last 5 matches, all competition. In their last match, they drew 2-2 with Stuttgart. They beat Inter Milan in their first match, of course, 2-0 in the Champions League. They drew 1-1 with Union Berlin. They beat some team in the Copa del Rey, the DFP, Pique in Germany, of course, 5-0. But they drew with Borussia Mönchengladbach 1-1. So the last 3 matches in the Bundesliga for Bayern Munich have all been draws, with 2 of them coming at home. Now, the 3 matches I'm going to take a quick look at and analyze for Bayern Munich is the last 3 matches all competition against Stuttgart, Inter Milan, and Union Berlin. Let's first take a look at their 1-1 draw against the current top of the table in the Bundesliga, Union Berlin, and this was of course away from home. Again, Bayern Munich playing in their typical 4-2-3-1 system. Very, very strong personnel, but of course they're coming up against a very decent team. In this match, it was away from home, so you expect that to be a bit difficult, but it's also end-to-end with both goals coming in the first half. Second half was end-to-end as well. Union Berlin had a few chances. I think Bayern Munich had a great chance at the end of the match to seal it. I think it was Sadio Mane who had a big miss, but in the end, both teams walked away with 1 point. Next match was, of course, their first game in the Champions League away at the San Siro to Inter Milan, where they picked up a very strong and convincing 2-0 win with Leroy Sané getting a brace. Bayern Munich ran circles around Inter. Of course, you can look at the player ratings for the Bayern Munich players, all in the greens. Of course, Sadio Mane, you can pretty much tell, was playing the graveyard shift, but Bayern Munich controlled that midfield. Of course, Inter Milan playing that 3-5-2. They do have more personnel in that midfield, but Bayern Munich controlled it. They had a few chances in the game. I'd say they probably had 4 or 5, clear-cut chances, ended up scoring 2 and walking away with 3 points in the group stages. But their last match in all competition was a 2-2 draw at the Allianz Arena at home to Stuttgart in the Bundesliga. Now, if you look at their lineup, there was a few rotation. Of course, no Leroy Sané, no Sadio Mane, no Lucas Hernandez, no Benjamin Pavard. They rested 5 of their key players, also Sabitzer as well. In this match, Bayern Munich were the dominant team. Of course, they let 1 goal in off the break, and then after that, they were dominating the game until the end of the match where they gave away a penalty and Stuttgart put it away. So you could say on paper, bit of unluckiness, but again, that is 3 draws for Bayern Munich in the league, and so far on paper, they're not doing too great in that aspect. Now on the screen right now is the line that I believe that Julian Nagelsmann, the Bayern Munich manager, will select for this match. Again, 4-2-1 system. I'm very, very confident it will be this team, or maybe one change, which we will talk about. Know you're the captain in goal, no doubt about that. Also, the back 4 for me is set in stone. Right back, Pavard, 2 center backs, De Ligt and Hernandez, with my boy, my Canadian brethren, Alonso Davies at left back. Double pivot being Kimmich and Sabitzer, just in front of them in the 10, Muller, on the right Gnabry, on the left Sané, and up top, Sadio Mane. Now, there is one change I think could be possible, and that is bringing in Musiala for Gnabry, and then maybe pushing Muller out wide or pushing Muller up front, and then bringing in Sadio Mane as a winger. They could bring in Goretzka as well in the midfield. You could say on paper Goretzka is a better player than Sabitzer, but Sabitzer has been starting every single big game for Nagelsmann this season. I think barring one change, this will be the lineup. Again, I think the back 5 is set in stone. Sané will start 100%, Mane, Kimmich, and the only question is that 3 triangle there on the right hand side between Muller, Gnabry, and Sabitzer. But other than that, I cannot see any other changes. So overall, final thoughts on Bayern Munich. Look, they're one of the best teams in the world. There's no two ways about that. They're a very, very strong team, and they're very well managed by the manager Julian Nagelsmann, who of course Joan Laporta considered to be the Barcelona coach before he appointed Xavi. But there is something that could be favoring Barcelona, and that is that Nagelsmann is clashing heads with some of the players in the locker room. According to the Spanish media and also the German media, Nagelsmann is not getting along too well with some of the heavyweights at Bayern Munich. Apparently they disagree on tactics and system, stuff like that. Of course, Lewandowski had that issue, and that's why he left, because they wanted Haaland, and also he wasn't getting on with Nagelsmann. So that could be a big factor for Barcelona. Again, they just drew at home. Big pressure on them to go out and win this match with a great, very strong Barcelona team coming in. So keep your eyes on that scenario. Now, players to look out for is the whole damn team. Again, Sadio Mane, their star player. I think Joshua Kimmich in the midfield is absolutely disgusting. Sané on his day is scary. Alphonso Davies, I'm getting flashbacks. On his day, he's dangerous as well. I think De Ligt, strong defender. Neuer, probably the best keeper of our generation. There's no doubt they're a scary team, but of course, Kingsley Coman will be out for this match with an injury. But of course, they have again Gnabry coming off the bench. Musiala, one of the up and coming talents. They're a strong team. I think on their day they can beat us, no doubt about that. But I think for Barcelona to win this match, they really have to win that midfield battle, because we saw when Bayern Munich lose their midfield battle against Stuttgart, Union Berlin, they tend to drop points, and of course a draw in this match would favor Barcelona more than Bayern Munich, because again, after Bayern Munich's recent form, they have to go out there in their home turf and win this match. So again, Bayern Munich, very strong team, not as scary as it used to be back in the day, but no doubt can do a job against Barcelona. Let's now take a look at the squad list. The squad list for this match has been released and confirmed surprisingly yesterday, a day early, but it's the whole entire squad. No player misses out for the first time I think in a very long time. All first team players made the squad. Of course, Alejandro Balde, Gavi, Pablo Torre, and Naki Peña are now tenants as the B players. We all know that Balde, Gavi, Pablo Torre essentially first team players alongside Naki Peña. So everyone makes the trips, no missing players, nothing to worry about whatsoever. Let's now get into the press conference reaction of Ronald Araujo. As we all know, in the Champions League, a player always accompanies the manager, and usually when they accompany him, very likely to start the match. And today Araujo was selected. So let's get into what he had to say grab it on my phone here quickly. I got, class in about 10 minutes. Gotta go through this quickly. Okay, I'm saying that with the call that we have up front, we that we keep a clean sheet, we have a chance of winning the game. We all know Lewandowski's quality. We suffered a lot, in the past in Bayern Munich, but now we have him. That is a tremendous aspect. Xavi's arrival restored the faith in the Kounde. Also, the youngsters now have more experience. I like having competition because it helps us bring the best versions out of yourself. Of course, competition with Christensen, Eric Garcia, Kounde, and Pique. A game against Muller, Sane, and Mane is just like any other game. You have to analyze your opponents. I have experience in such of these fixtures, and I'm ready for the test. Then asked about the World Cup, saying that look, right now I'm not thinking about the World Cup. We have a very, very busy October. Once the October's over, my full focus will be on the World Cup. He was then asked about playing at right back. He said, look, I'm more comfortable as a center back, but the coach asked me to play at right back. I will do it and give it to the best of my ability. Now, Kounde also came out doing an interview this morning with some Paris outlet, and he said in that interview as well, look, I I prefer to play center back. I don't mind playing right back, but I prefer center back. That's not him, and that's now Araujo and Kounde both saying they want to play center back and not really right back. And I've actually asked about Kounde. Araujo said that look, Kounde is a great player, great teammate, and him and I can build a great partnership in the next few years. And that concluded Araujo's press conference reaction. Had the match against Bayern Munich tomorrow. Time now to get into Xavi's press conference reactions. Of course, was done this afternoon. He was asked a lot of questions from the media, some good questions as well. Let's get in and see what he had to say. Starts by saying there's a high expectation for this season, and the result tomorrow shouldn't change that no matter what. We have a dream of winning tomorrow and celebrating history. We've never won against Bayern Munich in Munich before. We have a big plan for coming up for the World Cup. We always have to analyze the calendar during the World Cup, the rest a bit, and then we're going to start, almost a new preseason right after that. He also mentions that he expects around 7 first-team players to stay during the World Cup, so that's something to keep important about. Asked about Nagelsmann, saying that Nagelsmann's a fantastic coach. His team plays very well with intense football, with high pressure. Asked about Lewandowski, of course. Lewandowski is calm, composed, and he is a leader. He had some rest the other day, so he will be fresh for tomorrow's match. I visualize a very even match tomorrow. Both teams like to keep the ball and have high pressure. Asked about Raphinha, saying that Raphinha is a very dynamic player. I see him very important for us tomorrow. Undoubtedly a player that I trust a lot. And he also said that except for any last-minute injuries during the training session will happen right now, I'm clear about what team I will select for tomorrow's match. Each match is like a moment for Barcelona. The truth is how it works. He was then asked about the evolution of Barcelona since we last played Bayern Munich over the past 9 months. And I would like to say mentally we have changed a lot. We have to go out there and win, keep the ball, and pressure our opponents as well. Also that we train very well, always at 100%. That's what I like. Remember the result tomorrow, the attitude cannot be lacking. And that concludes Xavi's press conference reaction and the match against Bayern Munich tomorrow. Let's now get into the lineup predictions. We'll start with the manager, of course, Xavi Hernandez. I'm going to try my best with this lineup, but I think it will be very, very easy to predict. I think we all know he will go with his current Gala 11, which of course is Ter Stegen in goal, a back four of Kounde, Araujo, Eric Garcia, Alejandro Balde, midfield three of Busquets, Gavi, and Pedri, and a front three of Raphinha, Lewandowski, and Ousmane Dembele. Now, there is 2 big question marks in my opinion, and also according to the media. Firstly, at left back. Reports are saying that Alejandro Balde is likely to start, although it could be Marcos Alonso. I don't know how the hell Alonso is going to start this match with only playing 15 minutes in a Barcelona shirt when there's a medical incident as well, so probably 5 minutes at best. Makes no sense for me. Secondly is Raphinha. Apparently Xavi is considering going with a 4-man in the midfield, so of course taking out Raphinha and bringing in Frenkie de Jong. I think that is very, very risky. I hope he doesn't do that, but I think the most important thing is to play Ousmane Dembele off the left. Get him to absolutely rinse Benjamin Pavard. I think Dembele can have him on toast. I think putting Dembele on the right against Alphonso Davies is wasteful. I think on the left, game up against Pavard, he will be disgusting in that matter. Other than that, no other surprises. I'm a bit worried about Eric Garcia. He's not played a single second in the last 2 matches. We're going to talk him in against Bayern Munich away from home, but of course, Xavi just have full confidence in the player. Again, I would be shocked if the lineup is anything other than this. I maybe could expect one change with Alejandro Balde for Alonso, Jordi Alba, or maybe Raphinha for Frenkie de Jong to create that 4-man in the midfield. But I'm very, very confident that this will be a starting lineup for Xavi on the night. But of course, let me know what you think Xavi's going to go with down in the comments below. Now I'm going to show you guys my lineup, what I would do if I was a Barcelona coach. And for the first time this season, I have not made a single change from Xavi's lineup. I would also go with the Gala 11. Now, I was considering starting Araujo and Kounde and then bringing in Roberto at right back. Again, mainly because Eric Garcia has not played a second in the last 2 games. He's not played for a week now. Could be lack of minutes on the pitch. But again, you gotta stick with the GOT 11. This is what it is. You have to stay firm with it and back it. Alejandro Balde for me at left back starts. I'm not considering Alonso or Jordi Alba whatsoever. I think, again, I'd go with Dembele down the left. I'm not really considering bringing Frankie de Jong in as well. Look, I think in the end, if we have a Champions League final by the end of the season, I think Frankie de Jong will be a starter ahead of Gavi. But for now, Gavi is playing better than him. I think in the last 2 games, Frankie de Jong didn't really show me enough to get in ahead of Gavi, although he did play very well against Cadiz. But Victoria Pleasant was playing in a deeper role, so I guess you could say there could be that argument, but again, for me, you have to stick with the GOT 11, and that's exactly what I'm doing. So, of course, this is the line that I will start the match, but let me know down in the comments below if you agree or disagree. Time now for my score prediction. What do I believe the result will be in this match? As you can see by the caption, I don't know, man. This game could go so many ways. I think the most probable outcome is a draw in this match. I think both teams coming up very, very evenly matched. Both teams have the quality players to win the game. Both have, the defensive, lack of connection and chemistry to lose the game as well. I think it could go so many ways. Do I think Barcelona have a chance of winning? Absolutely. I think we have a chance of losing? Absolutely. I think a draw is the most probable scenario, but again, looking at Barcelona, we've only conceded 1 goal this season off a deflection. We're doing so well in the defense. Of course, we did have shaky moments against Sevilla, Cadiz, and other matches as well, Victoria Pleasant, so that's where Bayern Munich can come in and capitalize. But although Bayern Munich have not been looking too good over the past few weeks as well, look, for an official prediction, I'll go with a draw, 1-1, 0-0, whatever it may be. But I do believe that Barcelona could win this match, but I'm also afraid that Bayern Munich could also win this match as well. But of course, those sit on the fence like me, let me know down in the comments below what your score prediction is. So that was my match preview for Bayern Munich versus Barcelona in the Champions League. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and of course, leave me your thoughts down below in the comments on everything we discussed. But the main thing on the first is your score prediction, and also on the lineup. Do you agree with me and Xavi? Would you go with the GOT 11, or would you make some changes, bring in Frankie de Jong, Alonso, whoever it may be, maybe another center back, Christensen, another forward, Ansu Fati? What would you do? And of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below as well if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the live watch along. Set the reminder on the screen and come and join me and watch the game with me. Follow share for the match by match reviews. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Huge test for Barcelona ahead. Let's hope we can pass it with flying colors. Take care, and Forza Barca.